Hello friends, colleagues and associates, I'm Vincenti from VincentiIL, and welcome back to the Minecraft Tree Spirit Challenge. Today we are starting off in the village next to the toolsmith for a very specific reason, and that is I finally have some diamond tools. Now these are enchanted even, so that's pretty cool, but as you can see I did quite a lot of training with this fellow over here. Now he is a master toolsmith, and he has a couple of enchanted efficiency diamond tools for me. That's a pretty good place to start, and pretty happy with that. And as for the rest of these, I will probably disenchant these on the grindstone. Actually, let's go ahead and do that here. So if you take these, put these on the grindstone, you can get some levels from these. And those extra levels will help, because one of the things that I want to do this episode is build our enchanting table. That's not what we're going to do right away. We're going to head back to our base and we're going to make it look a little bit more homey, a little bit more like a proper tree spirit home. So we're going to head back to the base and we'll try and build out a nice looking room that will house our enchantment table. It'll be our enchanted tree enchanting table, enchantment something. I don't know. We'll come up with a good name for it later, but what I'd like to do eventually is build a giant tree just around here, kind of circling our, and you can see I changed the campfire out to a lantern because I thought it was a little bit safer, a little bit more appropriate. But yeah, I would like to build out a giant home tree around here that encompasses most of what we've already built here, and that will be one of our big builds. We'll do an episode on that pretty soon. But what we'll probably do is build a bit of an enchanting, maybe an enchantment house somewhere off of the main area here. In fact, I think one cool thing to do would be to have it built off of the side of one of these offshoots, one of these branches that kind of goes out into the water there. So it's like, these are like the roots of the tree that are growing out. And we'll probably do it on this other side, to be honest. This might be a good idea. I think I might do it on this side of our birch tree, our home tree farm. Maybe just on that swamp there. That seems like that might be a good idea. So before we do that, I do need to do something proper with these iron tools. Okay, so to start off, let's just dump all of our extra tools here. We don't need these iron pickaxes, these iron axes. Let's go ahead and drop these off as well. Grindstone and emerald we'll put in here. Oh, let's get rid of these stone items too, because we won't need those. Okay, I think we're good. Let's drop these into here. Let's see, the first thing we're going to do is build the interior. That'll be the first important step. So we'll need 2 of our diamonds here. I forget the exact recipes off the top of my head. Okay, so we are going to need lots of books. So I'll grab, I have a bunch of leather and paper back where the cows are over there. So we'll grab those in a little bit. And once we do that, we'll be able to get the recipe for a bookshelf and the recipe for the enchantment table. I do believe we'll need a few planks. So let's grab some birch planks and head on over. Our cow crusher is doing quite well. We've got lots of cooked steak in there, and we'll grab our leather and our paper. Now let's get some books. So we definitely need 1 for the enchanting table. Wait, I'm missing something, aren't I? Oh, I left my obsidian over there. That's what it was. Well, let's get our bookshelves. How many bookshelves do we need again? So we're going to need 15 bookshelves, I think is the magic number. So if we need 3 books per bookshelf and 15 bookshelves, that means we need 45 books in total. So let's do that first. Okay, that's enough for 18. So let's do some more sugarcane mining and then convert these into paper. Okay, so we have our enchanting table and we need way more books. So we need a total of 45 additional books on top of the one that was used there. Okay, so now we have a total of 36 books. We're close, but not quite there. So we don't have quite enough sugarcane, and all of my sugarcane is still growing up there. We need 6 more books before we can build the adequate number of bookshelves. So for now, we're just going to use diorite just as a placeholder, and then build up around that. For now, I'm just building off of here, making a little bit of an offshoot from this other path that we made quite a while ago. And yeah, I'll start putting out a little bit of a platform here and see where it takes us. I don't have any solid plans in mind, but I figured I'll start off, I'll take this tree down and then do something. Now this is just what I have so far. It's going to be a pretty small room. I did a basic layout here and I tried to do a corner piece with our 15 what will be bookshelves. There's 15 bookshelves here, quote unquote bookshelves. One of them is tucked away in the corner at the back there. But so far I think this is looking good, and what I'm imagining is having maybe this is, you know, supposed to be like a bigger root that's kind of taking hold here, and I think it would look pretty cool if we have some of these branches rising up and going over the top, sort of wrapping around it, and I think that would give a pretty good aesthetic. So what I'll probably do is just extend the back here by a couple blocks and start bringing those pillars up and across and see what it looks like. So here's a bit of an update, and I think it's coming out pretty well. I ended up raising the platform here by 1 block, throwing in some stairs and some half slabs. We've got the bookshelves up back there, and then the enchanting table will go right in the middle there. We've got our arches. I had to raise them up a little bit because they were getting a little bit too close for me to these bookshelves, and I might even just remove that block and move it up there or something like that. But so far it's coming out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. Meanwhile, I was able to get some more paper. I had to go back to sleep and the sugar cane had grown. So let's go ahead and get our bookshelves while we're here. While we're waiting for the sugar cane to grow, let's finish up the decoration around here. I'm thinking about using just some fences to wall this off and leaving it sort of like an open air type of thing. I think that would end up being pretty cool. So yeah, let's do that. And yeah, I'll see you on the other side. A thought that just occurred to me was including for lighting there, I'm going to need some kind of lighting. And I think more, instead of torches, starting to go with these lanterns might be a good idea. So to do that, I actually used up quite a bit of iron to make some hoppers for some of these other contraptions. So what I would like to do is just to go ahead and I stole a hopper from the cow farm over there, and we'll go ahead and just use that to break down some of these iron tools that we won't need anymore. So the way that we're going to do that is we will put our furnace right here. We'll load that up with some charcoal, probably all of that, and then we'll put a hopper right on top. And just on top of that, we will put our chest. There you go. And we'll drop these in there. Perfect. So those should spit out iron, not ingots. What are they called? Nuggets? Periodically. Perfect. So we'll wait for that for a little while. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and finish up this build. I got more oak fences, and I'm trying to think. It's going to be missing quite a bit. Oh, I know. Some oak leaves would look quite good, I think. If we have it just sort of maybe coming off of the top or trailing on some of these pillars. I don't know. We'll play. I'll play around with it a little bit and report back. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I came back because I had an idea to put some vines in the build, which I think will be pretty cool. But when I looked in here, I saw 4 stacks of sugarcane. Oh my goodness. Oh, my head is hurting so much right now. 1, 2, 3. No! No! Wait, what's missing? Oh, I need more planks. Okay. That makes sense. I don't want to use spruce planks for that because that's going to be a little bit more... It's funny because at the beginning of this series, I thought that that all the birch products would be the most valuable. It's actually the most available because of how much time I spend grinding for it. Okay, 15 bookshelves. Finally! Okay, let me put this paper back. Sugarcane we don't need. Actually, let me... I did have plans to make a lectern or 2 as well. Oh, okay. Alright, I'll take care of that later. We'll make some lecterns later. The idea that I want to do later on is get a librarian or 2, try to get a mending enchantment book from them. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out so far. It does kind of look like just a squat tree And I kind of like the open air feeling of it. It gives it a bit of a, I don't really know how to describe the vibe that it gives off, but I'm pretty satisfied with that. I may end up making some changes to it later on, but for now, I think it is time to place our things. Actually, one more thing. Let me just try out real quick. I'm not sure if I should have the bookcases with the opening in the back corner like that, or if it would be better to have these ones knocked off and put those in the middle. Yeah, that makes the most sense. I think that's the best option. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the honors. We're going to take down all of our diorite. We're going to place our 15 bookshelves. Once we have the bookshelves down, we can go ahead and place the final piece. Our bookshelves are in place, and the last thing to do is place our enchanting table. Huzzah! It's still a little bit dark in here. Ooh, maybe I'll find a way to hang a... I have an idea to hang a lantern from the top there. Now that's pretty cool. I think it's a little bit too low. That's pretty cool. Let's see how that looks. Looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. It looks pretty swampy. It's pretty appropriate with the biome that we started out in. Let's go ahead and christen it. Let's grab some lapis. Let's put away all of our building supplies, and then we'll christen it with some lapis. So there is one more. I think I do want to try and add a little bit of cobblestone in there. The palette right now is lots of browns and kind of like darkish greens. So I want to see if putting in some gray will help make it pop just a little bit. It does seem like it would be like a base structure type of building block. I'm not really sure where to include it. Okay, I'm wondering if I just use either cobblestone or mossy cobblestone at the bottoms here. Just as a base structure, just for a tiny pop of color. Actually, it is weird looking not having a full pillar there. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to how it was. Let me take those out. Yeah, you know what? It might be just fine as it is. How about taking out these planks here and placing that? No, it's a little bit out of place. That helps a little bit. But I can't take these ends out because I need those to... I need these ones to stay there. I can't have more than a 2x2 area of anything that's not these blocks in order for me to be able to walk here. So I can walk on these because these are only half slabs and they're still adjacent to these birch logs. So yeah, you know what? I'm pretty happy with that as it is. So let's just leave it looking pretty good. And as the sun sets, it is now time to christen our new enchanting room. Now I'm wondering, what should I enchant? Should I enchant a book? Let's see what it might give us. Knockback. That would be good on a sword. And I don't have a sword, so let me make one and see. So these are my 3 diamonds left. I really want fortune. That's what would have been really nice. Alright, we've got our diamond sword. Let's see what this enchantment might give us. Sharpness 4. That's really good, isn't it? Yeah, that's a pretty good enchantment. So let's do sharpness there. Alright, and we've got our first enchantment advancement. Even though we have enchantment tools already, this is our first one with enchanting something ourselves. So let's go ahead and see what our book will give us. Piercing 4. Smite 1, power 1. None of those are particularly interesting. Well, let's just get a couple of enchantments. Let's do the power 1. Power is a good one that we'll eventually need. But I want to see if we can get something really good. Protection 3. That's pretty good. Let's grab that. I am out of inventory space. Let's get rid of this sword. We are done with that. And the shovel, we are done with that as well. And what's next? Multi-shot, another power. Oh, we got fire aspect on this diamond sword. Nice. That's pretty handy. Fire aspect, aqua infinity. Actually, aqua infinity won't be very useful, right? Yeah, that's not going to be very useful in this challenge because we're not really going to be going underwater all that often. Yeah, we're kind of stuck to being above air, or being in the air. Let me quickly make a chest here. Okay, but now that we've made some more inventory space, let's see what else we can get. Impaling, smite, efficiency. I don't plan on getting, this is for the trident, I think. Yeah, I really don't plan on getting a trident anytime soon. Smite is okay. Let's go with efficiency. Efficiency 2, piercing. Let's go with efficiency again. Smite 4, sharpness 1, protection 2. Let's go protection. We're going to need lots of protection enchantments for our armor. Punch and power. Power might be good. What else we got? Protection, efficiency, piercing. Let's do efficiency 2. Then we can get our diamond pickaxe to efficiency 3. That'll be great. Efficiency 4, that would have been perfect. Okay, let's hang on to that for now. We'll leave these books here. Leave the lapis here. Let's see, we'll leave our enchantment books here because we're not going to do any anvil combining just yet. In fact, I might actually go back to using iron items until we get mending on these other tools. That's going to be the plan. So I won't get any of these. I won't actually use these all that much. Yeah. So I'm going to put these valuables away in my treasure storage until we can get a mending book. That would be ideal. So yeah, let me go ahead and put these away. But yeah, we managed to get quite a few enchantments out of this new enchanting room. I'm pretty happy with how it's turning out, and it's looking much nicer now that we've got some of these vines growing down and extending down into the build. It's kind of giving it a little bit more depth, so I'm pretty satisfied with how that's looking. And I think that'll do it for us. With given how well we did, I'll just put these away. We'll do a little bit more grinding, and again, like I said, I'll probably use those enchanted iron ones that we can get from the toolsmith over there. Save these until I can get those mending books. But that's going to be it for today's episode. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider hitting that like button. If you want to see more, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. But in any case, have a great day. Bye.